Hello, welcome back to another video. So on here we're going to be talking about the Forza Motorsport 8, or as it's named, Forza Motorsport. And on here we're going to be talking about a couple of things. We're going to be talking about the drifting, upgrading, the cars in general, the tunes, with the online side, and we'll finish it off with my conclusion. So in the background we're going to have me drifting all different cars on all different tracks, and I'll cut in stuff, so this is a cut-in voiceover. I'm not talking over as I'm recording. So when it comes to drifting on this game, it's disappointing. I'm going to be completely honest, the drifting on this game is disappointing because every single car on this game feels the exact same when it comes to drifting. The cars, from the stock engine to the most powerful engine, the V12, every engine feels the same. It doesn't feel like you're going from 500 horsepower to 1200 horsepower. The power bands, everything just feels exactly the same, which is extremely disappointing because you wouldn't think that. You wouldn't think a 500 horsepower stock engine would feel the same as a V12 1200 horsepower engine. You'd think there'd be a little bit of difference there, but there isn't. And it's like between the cars, from the Evo 8 to the S15 to the Toyota Supra to the Trino to the Sleeker to the Honda Civic, every car feels the same when you're drifting it. You can't, honestly, if you put like a black box over the car so you could see the black box and control it, you wouldn't tell which car you are drifting between them because every single car feels the same. So that to me is a massive disappointment. Then when you come to the upgrading side, now there's good things and there's good and bad side to the upgrading side. So we're going to talk about the good thing first. The good thing about the upgrading and the upgrade system on how it is, it stops the trolls coming in on fake accounts and ramming everyone until they get banned, then creating a second account, coming back, jumping in a car and just wrecking everyone again, because they're going to have to do our intro again, then they're going to have to do the online safety rating again, and then they're going to have to upgrade the car for 4 hours with AI to max level it out to be able to get the car. So yes, they can create a fake account, but instead of being able to create a fake account in 10 minutes, it's going to take 6, maybe 12 hours to do it. So that's a good side of it. Now, the bad side of the upgrading is it takes 4 hours to upgrade the car. Now, when you're someone like myself who works an 8 to 10 hour shift, so I'll talk you through my normal work day. I'll work a 8 to 10 hour shift, I'll get home, sort my dog out, take her for a walk, feed her, make sure she's alright, then I'll jump in, shower myself, come down, cook my tea, wash pots afterwards, and after I've done all that, I've probably got 2 hours spare to either watch a film or come and game. And if I choose to come and game, then I can't game because I like drifting, so it means I've got to waste 2 days leveling up a car AI. Why 2 days? Because I've only got 2 hours spare, so it means 2 hours on first day with AI driving, 2 hours on second day AI driving, then on the third day I can use the car and drift it. But the issue with this, if the car is trash like the Subaru FE car was, then I've just spent 2 to 3 days wasting, or I've just wasted 2 to 3 days, upgrading a car what's trash. Then I've got to buy another car and level it up the same again, so that's another 3 days wasted getting another car. And a flip side to this as well, it's like if me and Kitty or me and BR are doing a tandem drift session or drifting privately or anything like that, and I've got a car what's absolutely amazing, or Kitty's got a car what's absolutely amazing, like I can't turn around and say to Kitty, yo Kitty, get this car, it's amazing, because then she's got to get that car, spend 4 hours upgrading it through AI driving, till she can actually use the car and drive it. Or if she tells me to get a car, sorry, I'll just coughing my guts up then. If she tells me to get a car, I've then got to buy the car, waste 4 hours upgrading it, then put a tuning setup on it. Like, there's nothing simple in this game. And it's like when it comes to drifting itself, at this moment in time, there's no drift hoppers online or privately. If you want to do it privately, you can't create a private lobby on your own. Again, you've got to wait until someone comes and invites you in, or you invite someone else in, create a private lobby, set it to meet up or circuit racing, and just go around tandeming with all flashing and warnings and penalties coming up on your screen, because again, you can't turn the penalties off. So that's annoying. And then we're gonna go to the online, then we're gonna go to the tunes itself. Now, I'm not gonna really do tuning setups on this game no more. I'm not really gonna upload them to YouTube like what I used to do on every other Forza Motorsport. And the reason for that is because if I do a tuning setup for a car, then you've got to waste 4 hours upgrading it. And it's like, you've got to waste 4 hours upgrading it to a car what you might think's trash. You know what I mean? And I don't want to waste 4 hours of your time for a car what you potentially won't like. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to do a load of tuning setups, like with this Evo 8. I'll show this Evo 8 for an example. I'm going to do the Evo 8, then I'm going to put it up on storefront, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do three. I'm going to do a stock of the rear-wheel drive with a stock motor. I'm going to do rear-wheel drive with the fully, the best motor. Then I'm going to do all-wheel drive, and I'm going to do all-wheel drive tunes again, because I started my channel doing all-wheel drive drifting back on FM3. And I've not shown the all-wheel drive community a lot of love recently, so I'm going to do all-wheel drive tunes as well on storefront now. And they're all going to be up on there on storefront, and I'll just do a short video and be like, I've done this car, tuning setups on storefront, grab it if you want it. And the reason why I'm doing this, instead of doing it how I used to do it, because I've now got to create 3 videos for this car. I've got to do one what's rear-wheel drive with a stock motor. Then I've got to do another video with its rear-wheel drive with the most powerful motor. Then I've got to do another rear-wheel drive, then an all-wheel drive tune with the best motor as well. So that's 3 videos per car. And at the moment, I've currently got 35 cars at level 50, as you're seeing on screen at the moment. Now, if I were to do this to every single car, every car is going to be 3 videos, and I don't really have time between leveling up cars and doing everything else, plus we're working to do 3 videos per car. So I'll just do 1 video for a car, show you the tuning setups on storefront. If you want them, grab them. If you don't, unlucky. If there's enough people requesting a certain tuning setup, then I will do that specific car. But if only one person requests it, then I'm not really going to do it unlocked. But if I get quite a few people requesting for that car or a certain build on a certain car to be unlocked, then I will do that on YouTube. But if I'm only getting one person requesting it, then I'm not going to do it unlocked, because it's not worth the time, if I'm being honest with you now, because I ain't really got time to do it. So yeah, that is that. So now we're going to go to the online side of this game. Now, the online side of this game, again, it's good and it's bad. It's good because of the rating, but it's bad because of the wait time. And what I mean by the wait time, as you can see on the screen now, this lobby, there is a 33 minutes waiting time until this track goes live. 33 minutes until this track goes live. So that means once you've done your practice, once you've done your qualifying for the race, that's 25 minutes. You sat around twiddling your thumbs waiting to race. So that's 25 minutes you're waiting to race. So as on Forza Motorsport 7, you might get 5 to 6 races an hour. On this game, you will be lucky to get 2 races an hour. You will be extremely lucky to get 2 races in an hour. You might get 1.5 in an hour, if I'm being honest with you. Then when it comes to the hoppers themselves, there isn't any really isn't any hoppers going at the moment. I know it is early stages, but there isn't really any hoppers going at the moment on this. There's a few going, but they're all on the same track, exactly same track, over and over. I think it's the same 4 tracks over and over and over and over again, and not a different version of the track. It's just the same track on loop. So after you've played the game for 2 days, 3 days, you're bored of the game because you've done that same track God knows how many times. And it feels like the game's half done. It really does. It honestly feels like they've not even tried on this game. They've just chucked it out there and gone, people won't buy it. Don't worry, people will buy it. And it's like, it's really, really hard for me because I have been the biggest supporter on the Forza Motorsport series. You know, I started on FM2. I started racing on FM2, then I started drifting on FM3. Then I've done FM3, 4, 5, like a month on 6, 7, now this game. And I've always been the biggest supporter of Forza Motorsport because it's always been a good game. But this isn't a good game. It's a half-baked game. In all honesty, I cannot recommend you to buy this game. Like, if you haven't got Game Pass, I honestly cannot, in good faith, recommend you to buy this game. Now, if you've got Xbox Game Pass, then I recommend you to try the game because it's not costing you anything. But at this moment in time, it's just not good. And in all honesty, I've been toying with this idea for a long time, but as you've probably noticed, I've not really done any particular drifting or any really Forza videos for a long time. There's a few people what know this, a very few people, and in all honesty, that's because on Forza 7 I basically quit playing the game. I'd completely done with the game towards the end and quit drifting, quit doing everything, in all honesty. And I always said, if the next Forza Motorsport, this one, isn't a good game, then I'm probably going to quit playing Forza altogether. And at this moment, I'm on that very, very edge of just completely quitting this game. I'm not playing it no more. Now, I'm kind of holding off and I'm waiting until they update it with drifting. And once they've updated it with the drifting, drift hoppers, and actually bought drifting HUD and everything like that into the game, then I will make my conclusion whether to carry on with this game or just hang up my towel and call it quits, because this game's just not, at this moment in time, this game isn't fun, and I just cannot recommend it at all. So I'm going to continue keep upgrading cars like I have done. Like, as you've seen at the moment, I've got 35 cars upgraded, so I'm going to continue doing that and wait until drifting comes out in the game. When they eventually do bring drifting in, that's going to be the answer, whether I carry on playing this game or I'm just hanging up my Forza towel, calling it quits and playing other games. But yeah, that is my conclusion. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I shall see you later.